on the NPT. Rolling. 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 Rolling on the National Putting Tour. Rolling.
We are here at a Magic Golf Club. This is the 2025 Duke of Putting Championship. We welcome our viewers from ESPN. Let's get down to Bronco Gillespie.
We are here in Chula Vista, California at a Magic Golf Club. This is one of the best practice putting greens in the city. We are here for the Duke of Putting Championship. We got some of the best putters in the Southwest. A little bit about Duke Windsor. This tournament is meant to commemorate my grandfather, Duke Windsor. Duke Windsor was a World War II fighter pilot, had 21 confirmed kills, had a very famous story that he used to tell all the time where he got shot down and he's in the Pacific Ocean and he sees two boats. One boat's the good guys and one boat's the bad guys. Luckily, the boat with the good guys was the boat that got there first. It was the closest boat, and it's the reason that I'm here today. He taught me the game of golf at 8 years old, and in my opinion, the only reason the National Putting Tour is here is because of Duke Windsor. So we're doing this tournament to commemorate him. We also have a very special announcement. The National Putting Tour is overall, in regards to how many years I've done putting tournaments. I used to do putting tournaments under some different umbrellas, but the National Putting Tour, San Diego Putting League, have been going on now for 8 years. And we finally decided to start doing a Hall of Fame, okay? I don't know how often I'm gonna do a Hall of Fame inductee. It might be every year, it might be every 2 years. It's just kind of something that when the person deserves it, they're getting it. And this year, our first player in the National Putting Tour Hall of Fame is Mike Gonzalez. Mike, you have received a plaque from the National Putting Tour. Congratulations on your success in the National Putting Tour. You're one of my good friends. It couldn't happen to a better guy, and you're a hell of a putter. And congratulations on being the first ever inductee into the National Putting Tour Hall of Fame. Right. This is our first year of the Hall of Fame, and we'd like to congratulate our first inductee, Mike Gonzalez. Mike Gonzalez, National Putting Tour Hall of Fame. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the National Putting Tour and how it's been for the last 8 years.
It's been incredible the last 8 years. We've had so many fun tournaments, and I was fortunate enough to win a few of them, which has been a lot of fun. It's really been incredible because this tour has really outlasted almost every other putting tour in the nation, and maybe even in the world. So it's really been exciting for us to be able to have these tournaments ongoing for year after year.
Thank you, Mike Gonzalez. Well, guys, let's get to the tournament. We're playing 5 9-hole rounds. We're going to play 3 rounds, take a break, then do 2 more rounds after that. We hope you enjoy the tournament and have fun watching.
Let's first take a look here at Caroline Dixon, one of the top female putters here in San Diego. This is a par 3. You got to bounce it off those boards, and she cozies it right up next to the hole for an easy birdie. Here's last year's ESPN show winner, Nick DeGennaro. Nice putt for him. Now let's go back to Caroline. This is another par 3. You have 4 different options on this hole. You can go right off the board, left off the board, center in between those 2 velvet pads, and then there's also a little jump that you can take for an easy 2. Caroline will clean up for her birdie there. Here's Richard Herbert. Richard has it going very well today. Here's hole 8. It's a short little hole, and he knocks it down. For most of the players, this is a very easy putt. There's Jeff Kirk with a nice make. Here's Chris Holzgraf cleaning up for par. And now the Hall of Famer, Mike Gonzalez. Oh, ring around the rosy. There you go, Mikey. Here's Mark Bishop, one of the top amateurs in the field. That's hole 9, very tough hole. Here's Paul O'Callahan. Nice par for him. Now let's go to Drew Stramfer, last year's amateur champion. And now Eric Bishop. Many of you remember him for his top 3 finish at the MSOP in San Diego. And oh yes, Eric has it rolling very well right now. Nice birdie for him on hole 9. Here's Sean Kearns. Sean finished
beauty.
14th in the main event at the MSOP in 2018.
Easy birdie for Sean Kearns.
Yeah, finally. Been free-whacking these things.
And now here's Chris Holzgraf again. Here's that par 3. He's going off the left board and ran it just a little bit long there. Here's Richard Herbert, hole 7, probably the toughest hole in the course. And you can see our updated leaderboard here. Richard Herbert's now in the lead. Dennis Scioto, Matt Mail, and Mike Gonzalez giving chase. There's Steve McMahon, Nathan Strand, Jeff Kirk, and Nick DeGennaro at 3 under. Here's Nathan Strand. He thinks he has this locked in and just misses. Nathan Strand sporting the WPT shirt there. Nathan had some top finishes on the World Putting Tour. Here's Richard Herbert. Here's Steve Taylor. This is Steve's first National Putting Tour event. He's making his mark with a great fist bump there. Steve has it rolling pretty good right now. Here's Chris Holzgraf again cleaning up for par. And now Matt Mail. Matt trying to climb up that leaderboard. Just didn't hit that one. Here's Eric Bishop on the long hole 7. Probably the toughest hole on the course. And Eric will tap this in for an easy par. Now Brock Gillespie, hole number 1, the bounce hole, and he's orchestrated this perfectly. Almost goes in there. I know it's kind of tough to see the hole there, but that's sitting right next to the hole. Here's Matt Mail on the tough hole number 7. I don't think I saw anybody make hole 7 during the day. Here's Monty Gast. Just misses high side. And now we got another view of hole 7 here. That's Mark Bishop. Here's a better view of hole number 1.
Go in.
And now Brock Gillespie trying to climb up that leaderboard and just leaves that low side. Here's Scott Arthur with a nice 2-putt.
You go, Scott Arthur. Local golfing legend right here, Scott Arthur. What do you think about the National Putting Tour, my man, Scott?
This is fun.
All right, man. I'm glad you're having a good time. Keep going low.
Here's Steve Taylor again. He's using the left-hand board and just runs it a little bit long off the board.
Tough hole.
Tough hole. It's a horrible hole.
And now Matt Mail. Nick DeGennaro on the tough hole 7. And now Paul O'Callahan.
Oh, dude.
Paul having a very good tournament right now. And this is one of the tougher holes on the course, and Paul just misses. Now let's look at an updated leaderboard. Richard Herbert still leading the way after 2 rounds at -9. Jeff Kirk -8. And look at this. Great make from Monty Gas.
What do you think about that putt, Monty Gas?
Well, you know, in your dreams.
Beautiful stuff.
Dream on,
Let's
baby.
let's watch you pick this one out of the hole.
Yeah.
What a putt.
Every day.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at Eric Bishop. This is the bonus hole, hole 10. All you could do to help your score was to make it, but if you did make it, it would substitute one of the par 3 holes, but unfortunately no one made it during the day. Here's Scott Arthur with a tough miss on 7. And now Steve McMahon. Nice birdie for him. Mr. O'Callahan, hole number 9. Hole number 9, one of the tougher holes on the course. Now there's Drew Stramford rocking the Duke of Putting shirt. Someone will win that today. And unfortunately, he's left this one low side. Gotta hit it on hole 1. Here's Brock Gillespie orchestrating this putt perfectly again. He ate up this hole today. And now Paul O'Callahan. Paul's got this on a great line. Left it a little bit long, but still a nice, easy birdie putt for him. Here's Sean Kearns with a tough miss on hole 8. And now Steve McMahon, hole number 9. And Scott Arthur on 8 cleans this up. And we got Matt Mail, hole 9, and this is probably the dirtiest putt of the day. This thing just peeks in. Ugh, brutal. And now Eric Bishop. Eric has a great tournament going, and he keeps it going. Beautiful make for Eric. Now we got Dennis Scioto on the bonus hole. Once again, if you make this putt, it'll substitute one of the par 3 holes. You only get one chance at it. There's no chance for a 2-putt here. It's either make or nothing. And Paul Callahan just leaves us a little bit shy. Now we got an updated leaderboard. It's Jeff Kirk lighting it up in round 3. He now leads at 14 under. Richard Herbert at 13 under. Dennis Scioto, which you see right here, at 12 under. There's Brock Gillespie cleaning up. He's at 11, and Steve McMahon's also at 11 under. Here's Steve McMahon trying to cut it through that little path, and unfortunately he's not able to negotiate that. Now look in the background here, you'll see a ball go in. There's Monty Gass with another make. We got Brock Gillespie, hole 5. He's using the left option. And now you'll see Nathan Strand using the right option. And now Eric Bishop, hole number 1. Great putt for him. That's a tap-in birdie. Here's Nick DeGennaro. And now Paul Callahan, hole number 1. We're getting later in the tournament here. The sun's starting to creep down.
It's a good putt.
And Paul negotiates this perfectly. That'll be a nice, easy tap-in birdie. Here's Brock Gillespie on the bonus hole. And now Matt Mail. Here's Brock Gillespie on the tough second hole. Just power lifts that out. He can't believe it. Now here's Nathan Strand fighting to climb up that leaderboard. And now here's Brock Gillespie on hole 1. You can see a beautiful bounce once again. He played that hole very well. There's Mark Bishop cleaning up. And now Brock Gillespie on hole 7. He's trying to chase the leaders down. Not going to get it there. Here's O'Callahan tapping in that putt that we saw earlier. And now Mike Gonzalez. We haven't heard much from him today. He just leaves that high side. Here's the leaders on the bonus hole trying to pick up some strokes. No one made this putt all day as far as I know. It was a really tough putt. You can see that little change in the green color. There was a little bit of a different cut there from that light green to dark green, and it made it a little bit tough to make this putt at the end. The ball kind of straightened out.
No way.
And now let's go to the leaderboard after 4 holes. Jeff Kirk is in a commanding lead at -20. Richard Herbert having a great tournament at -17. Eric Bishop, Brock Gillespie tied for 3rd at -15. Paul Callahan putting it very well at -13. Nathan Strand and Mike Gonzalez at -12, and Matt Mail at -11. Now let's go to the final round. Here's Jeff Kirk. Nice make for him. Great birdie. Here's Brock Gillespie finishing up his final round. And he's not going to win it today, but a great tournament for Brock.
Me too.
He's going to tap this in at -19. Here's Eric Bishop trying to make up some ground. Can he make an eagle here? Oh. He thought it was going in. He knows he needed that one if he's going to win this tournament.
You get the wide shots and I'll get the...
But he will tap in for birdie here. And let's look at an updated leaderboard. We got Jeff Kirk minus 23. Richard Herbert and Brock Gillespie are tied for second at minus 19, but Richard Herbert has holes to play. Here's Nathan Strand trying to move up that leaderboard and get into the top 8. He's not going to do it today. Here's Mark Bishop cleaning up. Paul Callahan right now in the clubhouse at minus 17. Great tournament for him. Here's Jeff Kirk coming down the final stretch here. And now Eric Bishop. These putts are worth a lot of money right now. Can Eric move up a spot? Oh, yes. Eric in solo fourth now at minus 18. And now Richard Herbert trying to get ahead of Brock Gillespie. Also some big money putts for him coming down the stretch. Here's Eric Bishop on the long hole 7. Got one of the better putts you'll see today. He knows he's not going to win, but he's fighting for some final spots. Here's Jeff Kirk. Cozies that right up next to the hole. And now Jeff Kirk for the tournament. 23 under. Well done, Jeff Kirk. He is our Duke of Putting champion.
Jeff Kirk,
and he'll get the Duke of Putting t-shirt as well as a lot of money. Now these players are still vying for some money here. Eric Bishop needed one more to be tied for second. And now Richard Herbert, a big money putt. Can he finish solo second? Oh, yes, it creeps in. Great tournament for Richard Herbert. Finishes at minus 20 in solo second. Outstanding performance from these guys. 3 top putters. Let's go to the final leaderboard. We got Jeff Kirk at minus 23. Richard Herbert solo second at minus 20. Brock Gillespie in third at minus 19. Eric Bishop with a great tournament at minus 18. Paul Callahan, well done at minus 17. Let's go down to an interview with Brock Gillespie and Jeff Kirk.
All right, guys, we just finished it up. Chula Vista, California, and Nagic, the Duke of Putting Championship, Jeff Kirk. This guy takes another one. Jeff, this is starting to become a habit here. You might be the best putter in Southern California. You took the Golf Nation San Diego Putting Championship at Riverwalk. You just take a Nagic. I don't want to say you ran away with it, but in the world of competitive putting, it always comes down to one stroke. Even the Pop Stroke Tour Championship just happened in February. One stroke. You won by 3 or 4 strokes today.
I think it was 3.
Okay. You lapped the field. Jeff, tell me how you did it and what was your mindset out there, man?
My mindset was just got to hang in there because it was tough. Fine line between putts going in. And I know in my second round, I didn't make as many putts as I was scraping about the hole. I think I had a 300 in that round. So, looking at everything after that round was really tight. It's like, man, you just got to hang in there. Just keep trusting what you're doing. And I had a really good round 3. That was kind of the key. I had 6 under. And then that was
great round.
Yeah. That was the key for me.
So this tournament was, a little bit of the same that we see from a National Putting Tour event. We had 2 par 3s, and this time we added a bonus hole. Tell me how you did on the 2 par 3s and the bonus hole. Did you pick up a lot of strokes there, or how'd you do there?
I think I birdied every par 3.
Yeah.
I think I had a couple of chances to go in, but I think I made 2, so I took advantage of that. And then the bonus hole, I didn't make it, but it's fun. It's fun to have a chance to pick up a shot there on the long putt, so I did like that.
Well, as usual on the National Putting Tour, late finish, guys, but we got it in. Jeff Kirk is our champion. And special shout out to Richard Herbert. This guy has been grinding for years, and he came out and just taught us a lesson about putting. Richard Herbert in second place. Want to give an extra special shout out to him.
He putted great. I putted with him for the last 2 rounds. He was making a lot of putts. I think he had 1 putt that he missed coming in, but he did really good. Proud of him.
So
that's exciting. Thank you, Brock.
All right.
As always.
Sounds
Appreciate
good.
it.
We'll see you at the next event, guys. Thanks again.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the 2025 Duke of Putting Championship. Look for clips from this event to be on the ESPN show airing on ESPN2 in the first week of August in 2026.